Peace, my family, and roll back to all those coming out at a good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher nature and cleansing. Oh yeah. Cleansing the lows. I came in today to continue on. And we reading the scroll. What laws did Yahshua follow? Alright now, so this right here will certainly help you on this good journey within. Alright, so with that being said, let's get started. So it reads, question. What are the Arabic and Hebrew names for these books? Question. And this is our master teacher, Dr. Malachi, answer. In Masoretic Arabic, these books are referred to as Torah. This word originates from the Masoretic Arabic root word ra, and its meaning may be expressed in the well-known saying, seeing is believing. The Aramaic Hebrew name for this book or books is Torah, which means law or teaching in the sense of divine instruction. Many people think that the Old Testament consists of 39 books. However, the Torah that was inspired to Moses only consisted of 5 books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The book of Genesis. The book of Genesis, which means origin, was given to Moses at the age of 80 in the wilderness in the year 1512 BCE. This book contains the account of man's creation, the great flood of Noah, son of Lamech, time, and a large record of the early history of the chosen family. This book covers the lives of men from the line of Cadmon Adam 4026 through 3096 BCE down to Joseph 1818 through 1708 BCE, the son of Jacob 1918 through 1771 BCE. Within this book, it also mentions Yahshua as a spirit of Eli, Genesis 6:3. So let me repeat that one more time. So it says, within this book, it also mentions Yahshua as the spirit of Eli, Genesis 6:3. It goes on to read, the book of Exodus. The second book of the 5 books of Torah was called Exodus, which Moses received in Masoretic, ancient Arabic, and Hebrew in the wilderness in 1512 BCE. The Exodus means going forth. This book tells recordings of the history of the children of Israel and their journey to the land of Canaan under the leadership of Moses. It goes on to read the book of Leviticus. The next book Moses received was the book of Leviticus, meaning the law. Moses received this book in the wilderness in 1512 BCE. This book entails the laws concerning the morals, the cleanliness, the dietary habits, etc. And for more information on the book of Leviticus, you can refer to Leviticus. It goes on to read the book of Numbers. The 4th of the 5 books of the Torah is called Numbers, meaning counting the people. This revelation was received by Moses in Masoretic Arabic in the plains of Moab in the year 1473 BCE. This book contains the accounts of the pilgrimage of the children of Israel and their 40 years wandering in the wilderness. For more information on the book of Numbers, you can refer to Numbers. The book of Deuteronomy. Lastly, the book of Deuteronomy, which literally means the repetition of the law. This book was also given to Moses in Arabic in the plains of Moab during 1473 BCE. This book contains accounts of the end of Moses' days with the rebellious Israelites and the beginning of their destruction. For more information on the book of Deuteronomy, refer to the section entitled Laws. Also, within these books, besides the details of life and actions of the messengers, starting with Cadmon, Adam, and ending with the Muhammad, Ahmed, the Mahdi, Muhammad, Ahmed, they contain codes and laws that were given to Moses for the ordering of the common life. This is why when you read the books, mainly the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you will frequently see Yahshua referring to the laws of the old brought by Moses. And it reads, Luke 24:44. And so it reads, But he said to them, These are words which I spoke to you while I was yet with you, that all things will be fulfilled, which are written in the laws of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. So it goes on to read John 1:17, and it reads, The Torah was given by the way of Moses, but grace and truth, grace and facts was given by the way of the Messiah, Yahshua, the anointed Savior. So it goes on to read again, And for the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. And it goes on to read John 1:45. And Philip find Nathanael and say to him, We have found him, of which Moses and the law and the prophets did write about, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. And the quote did not say son of Eli, God. John 7:23. And it reads, If a human being on the seventh day received his circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be loosened. Are you angry at me because I have made a human being completely sound on the Sabbath day? Question. And it reads it again. If a man on the Sabbath day received circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken. Are ye angry at me because I have made a man every what whole on the Sabbath day? Question. So, that is the end of this answer. So I want to go on. Let's go on to the next question. Where did Moses really receive the 613 commandments? Let me read that again. Where did Moses really receive the 613 commandments? And so it goes on to read, and this is Dr. Malachi's answer. When Moses and the Egyptian Israelites left Egypt, they passed through an area called Sin in the Sinai Peninsula on down to a place called the Sarabah El Chaldean, where the temple of Hagar, who is also known as Hathor, was also called the temple of Dinar. It was a duplicate of the temple of Dinar, which was the root of astronomical charting in Egypt. And it goes on to say, the ceiling was decorated in the Egyptian astrological chart. The temple of Dinar, whose ancient name is Tin Tara, from the word Tamara, meaning land of Ra, is located in Kinnerah, which is north of Kirnak, also north of Luxor and Nubia. The temple of Arabia, called the Kaaba today, was also a temple to the Egyptian deity Isis or Aset or Yusa, known in El's Holy Quran 23:19 is a female deity worshipped by the Arabian tribe of Gilad. A Kaaba was a temple originally of this Egyptian deity, just as a temple of Hagar was erected in the Sinai Peninsula by the Philistines, the Hyksos, the dynasty of Gera, where the family of Lamelech resided, and there they built a temple to Hagar in the location called Serabet el Kani. This is where Moses received the 613 commandments or law. While Moses was in the temple of Hathor, receiving the tablets being carved by the fingers of the Elohim in Exodus 31:18, a group of deities that the Egyptians referred to as the Netherroom. The children of Israel built a golden Massacre, meaning a melting, meaning a calf, symbolic of the Egyptian deity Hagar, who is also called Hathor, and the Greeks identify her with their own female deity, Hathor. Hathor is referred to as a celestial cow who gave birth to the universe and all that it contains, and it is represented in the form of a cow. El's Holy Quran dedicates the whole chapter of 87 to this deity called Sarah el-Bafra, chapter of the Hagar, chapter of the Heifer, cow. It is the longest chapter in the whole El's Holy Quran, and within it they discuss the story of Moses and the children of Israel and the golden calf in verse 51. And it goes on to read, the world has been deceived into thinking that Moses was up in the mountains of Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights in Exodus 24:18, which is also called the Jabal el Nuswa, meaning mountain of the light. Muslims world named a mountain after Moses called Jabal Musa, meaning Mount of Moses, to apply that this is where he received his revelations. El's Holy Quran 44:51-52. To this day, no exact location is found to verify that. However, 90 miles in the same area, the temple of the golden calf goddess Hathor has been found, with drawings on the walls of Hebrews marching from Kemen. There is also writings on the wall of the deity El, but when they wrote El in the caves at Serabet el Kami, they wrote in hieroglyphs, a form of Egyptian writings and pictorial writings. And so it goes on to say, so the Egyptian Cohen priests were teaching the children of Israel that the El and the Hu were one and the same. They taught them about stories of Abraham being their link and pathway back to the land of Canaan, because Hathor is Hagar, the Egyptian wife of Abram, Genesis 16:3, and mother of Ishmael, Genesis 16:15, from which you get the Ishmaelites, not to be mistaken with the disagreeable Ishmaelites, the Edomite Ishmaelites, which were a product of Ishmael's daughter Basemath or Mahalath. marrying into Esau's family in Genesis 28, 8 through 9. Alright now. So I'm going to stop right there for now. Alright. So again, family, if you are interested in this is a good study. You will be well nourished in this book for sure. Alright. So again, if you are interested, you can check it out on the channel. It's for you. Alright now, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. Again, family, I want you all to know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi. Peace, shalom, hashuk, divine love, family, and watching. And it's all